Hi, welcome to a drawing video. I'm gonna do things a little differently today. So normally I would record these just drawing in my own zone and then come back and record them or do the audio later. But I'm gonna try and do it where it's like live audio. I think there's some pros and cons to that. I think I'm trying it out just to see, if the conversation or what I'm talking about might be a little more interesting. But also, a con to it could be that because I feel like sometimes I just draw and work and then I have better clarity about what I was drawing or thinking about later because I've had time to kind of sit because, I don't know, that's why my brain works. I'll make a painting not knowing what it's about, and then once I've painted it, I know what it's about, if that makes sense. I don't go into a painting knowing exactly what the theme is gonna be. Anyway, so I haven't used colored pencils in a long time, so I have my set of colored pencils, and I'm just gonna use those to draw today. It's really nice out, so I'm gonna do some art about what I'm gonna do later, because I needed to do this first or else I wasn't gonna do it. I'm really good about putting off doing my YouTube stuff because I don't want to do it half the time. It's just, I have to go out of my way, do all this stuff, set up a camera, record, have to talk. I think that's the biggest thing, is having to talk. I'm not naturally someone who talks. If there are people or stimulus around, I will, but I'm not someone who is talking on when they're alone. I know a lot of people aren't, but I'm also not one. But anyway, I'm gonna be doing a lot of outdoor stuff today because the weather has been so nice. It's been in the upper 70s, mid 70s, and I have been trying to cook more because I have become a garbage person and I've just been eating like shit. So I just need more vegetables. I feel like I'm okay at cooking, but I'm really bad at cooking vegetables, so I bought this cookbook that specifically kind of focuses on vegetable cooking. I think it's called 6 Seasons. But what I like about it is it goes, by like the title says, it goes by season, so I can just focus on a season instead of have to go through the whole cookbook, which can be a little much. So yeah, so I went to fall, and it has some stuff on Brussels sprouts, which is great because I love Brussels sprouts and Brussels sprouts and carrots. I did grow some carrots this year, and I got some spring carrots, and I left a lot of them in. I don't know what I was planning there. I just kind of gave up on my garden halfway through the year, like most people do. So I've got some carrots, and it's mentioned using some carrot stuff. So I'm gonna try and pickle some of those, late season carrots, because they're really woody and hard now. So it seems like the best thing to do with them is either make a vegetable stock with them, or I've never pickled anything, so I'm gonna try and do that, because one of the Brussels sprouts recipes wants you to add pickled carrots. And then also in the book, there is a recipe to pickle the carrots, and it seemed pretty easy, honestly, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go pull out all my carrots, and I'm going to prep them. I'm gonna pickle as many as I can, and I'm gonna give that a shot. And once the carrots are out of the bed, I can plant garlic. I've never done garlic. I've been wanting to do garlic for a while, and now that I have all of my raised beds that I want set up, I'm gonna pull the carrots out, get some garlic plugs, and put it in there. So today's chore is just get the carrots out, prep the bed for the garlic. I need to clear out the garden in general. It's really wild. I'm still getting tomatoes. It's kind of funny because this year a lot of people have been struggling with tomatoes around my area, like friends, even a guy who helps me with landscaping has mentioned how carrots just are not doing well this year, oh my god, I keep saying carrots. Tomatoes aren't doing well this year, but then I'm over here, I have too many tomatoes, and they've gotten huge. They've gotten so big, they flopped over. They're probably 6 feet or 7 feet long. Flopped over, still producing, and yeah, I just kind of let them go. And there's tons of green tomatoes that are growing from them right now. I have no idea if those will ripen or what, because the weather's kind of cooling off, but yeah. So that was interesting. Let's see, I'm just picking out some colors. I don't really have a science to how I use colored pencils. I kind of just pick like whatever color speaks to me. I think that's a good carrot arrangement there. Because the way I color pencil, I don't do realism really at all. I think mostly just because it's hard and I'm not a technical person, but also because it's not as fun, and I think I'm afraid of not being good at it, so I avoid it. I know I can do realism, but you know. So this is how I color pencil, basically. I just scribble like a child. What I like about Prismacolors, and I'm gonna do a video soon maybe where I use like cheaper materials, because I think you can use anything to draw, but what I like about the Prismacolors is, I mean, they're a higher quality colored pencil, and I don't really understand the attributes of them that well, but I like the way they layer on each other. Like, I can take this orange and kind of go on top of it. I'm pretty sure you can do that with cheaper ones too, but I don't know. Doesn't matter, but I like it. I like put a crack in this carrot because a lot of my carrots that I'm pulling up that I've let sit all summer, like I said, they're woody, but they have like cracks down the center and they're kind of odd shapes now. They're not really, I don't think, great for fresh eating anymore, but I haven't really tried. Kind of like how the shavings of the pencil are like getting smeared up here in this carrot. I don't know if you can see it. One thing I hate about using Prismacolors in these tins is like, if I'm trying to find a color, I gotta like sift through these trays, but I don't really know what the solution to that is. I guess I could put them all in a jar, organized by like color tone or something. But it's kind of nice they go in a tin, so I can just stash them away when I'm not using them. Just complaining. That's what I'm good at. But yeah, if you guys have noticed, I haven't been posting as much lately. I kind of posted a lot. I was trying out doing it every single week, and then I added in drawing videos in the middle. But I think I'm gonna space it out for a while. Maybe do drawing videos on one Sunday or Monday, and then a different kind of vloggy video on the other days. It was just a lot, and I've just been busy, just, you know, doing stuff and things, traveling, just trying to do stuff around my house, prepping for, you know, winter, fall, cleaning up stuff in my yard, taking care of the animals. It's just hard sometimes to want to stop and pull a camera out, so I just don't, because I'm like, I just need to get this done. But you know, it is what it is. And that's why I'm filming this right now instead of going out and doing all that, because the second I get going on all that outside stuff, I'm not gonna wanna come back in here later and sit down and do this, because I'm just gonna wanna make dinner, read a book, go to bed. Which I have been reading a lot more lately. I've had to delete like basically every app off my phone, because I definitely have zero self-control when it comes to like Instagram and all that. And I've never really had TikTok because, I don't know, the algorithm never worked for me, which is kind of a blessing. But I did have Reels, and that was just, even if the content wasn't good, I would still watch it. It's just designed to be that way, and it sucked. So I've been trying to replace all of my like downtime with reading or like doodling and journaling. I just feel like it rotted my brain super bad, which I think it rots everyone's brain super bad, but it was making me lose my like creative inspiration, I guess. Like I feel like it was hard to come up with things I wanted to draw or do. 'Cause yeah, it just fills your head with shit. Just too much noise, you can't think of anything. And I'm too feeble and weak. So, yeah, that's that. But anyway, I've been, like I said, I've been reading more, and I've been reading Lonesome Dove, which I didn't realize was such a big book. I just always heard it was like a really quintessential Western. And if I'm honest, like I like Western movies, but I don't just like all Western movies. I feel like some people who like Westerns, it's like they can put a new Western on and just like it. And I'm like, some of them are really fucking boring. But I do like a lot of Westerns. I like Tombstone, Bone Tomahawk is a good horror one, even though like I can't really stomach the ending parts. And I like the Treasure of the Sierra Madre. I mean, I guess I would consider There Will Be Blood a Western in a way. I watched a modern Western recently that I actually liked called Broke. I really hate the name. I feel like sometimes modern Westerns are just like really cringy. And I thought this was gonna be a really cringy one because the name was pretty like in that vein of like, this is a Western thing, like horses are broke and he's broke. But it was actually really good. I thought the performances were great, and the story actually was pretty good and interesting, and not just about like a completely unrelatable subsect of people that live in the country. I think it could be interesting to anyone, and I think that's how a good movie should be. Like, it has an audience, but it could be good to more than just that audience. Anyway, back to Lonesome Dove, but I've been reading Lonesome Dove, and it's actually pretty good. I was surprised at how much I've liked it. I'm about 500 pages in, and I've gotten to the point where I'm actually, like, trying to find time where I'm like, oh, when can I read again? Which is, like, something I haven't felt in a long time. And I don't know if it's particularly Lonesome Dove's fault. I think it's a combination of, like, a concerted effort to read more plus a good story. So that's been nice, because I remember as a kid I read a ton, And then I just stopped one day. I think I remember, I couldn't even tell you what the book was, but I remember reading a book. I got halfway through and I closed it and I literally thought to myself, I literally don't give a shit how this ends. And then that's like the end of my saga of like, because I used to be someone who loved reading. And then I just stopped reading. And yeah, so now I'm picking that back up. I really wish I could remember what that book was, because it's kind of funny to think like this is the book that kind of made me stop reading for probably a decade. And I don't even think it was necessarily as bad as it was just like, I don't care. Like the author made me care so little about what could even be happening that I just quit. But yeah, I've gotten to some parts in this book where there's a lot of kidnapping and graping, so that's been a little something. But you know, we're past that now. We're back on the cattle drive. A lot of asexual cowboys in this crew, apparently, which I thought was kind of funny. Which in a way, it's like, in these books, which it was written not during that time, but it was, you know, written during a time where like, a lot of these characters have pretty little interest in women, and some have a lot of interest in women, but it's not really a sexuality, it's just like, that's just his personality, which I mean, that's a sexuality, but it's just funny how it's kind of, it's not really like a thing. It's not really like a trait of them. It's like, oh, Woodrow Call is asexual. It's just, I don't know. He just loves work more than love or women or having sex or anything. Just thought it was interesting. I don't really have anything deep to say. I'm really not a great analyst of things. I enjoy things and I think about them, but I'm not really a great verbalizer of like, I don't know. I'm a really bad critic, I guess. I know I like things, I know I don't like things, I enjoy themes in books. I can have a conversation with someone in person, but if you want me to sit there and write an analytical essay about it and the themes and defend my arguments, I have never, ever been good at that. I just think a lot of things I'm better at talking than having to write a script about it. I don't know if that comes across in the way that a lot of my videos are not super well scripted out, or at all, because I don't script them. Because I can't. Anyway. Back to the colored pencils. I think why I like using colored pencils so much is I can literally just pick a jumble of colors, and I think that looks pretty cool. Like, I don't know. It makes me look a little more talented than I am. Not that I'm not talented, I'm just saying it makes me look like I know what I'm doing. Alright, so we got the carrots. I'm gonna be pickling them, but I want this to be a little more interesting than just, you know, objects. And I really like the song Goodbye Earl by the now known as Chicks, but I listened to it a lot as a kid. And so I think I'm gonna kind of go off that vibe. Because I guess when I think of jars, I think about their like roadside stand they open up. And I don't know, maybe it was in the music video, I haven't seen it in a while, but when I was a kid, I always got the impression that when they killed Earl, they ate him or they fed him to the cops. And I don't know if that's in the music video or if in my brain I just made that up, because I know around that time I also saw, I think, what is it, Hannibal Lecter? He like fed people to the pigs. So I was like, oh, clearly anytime people murder other people, they're like feeding them. I don't know, maybe that's the connection, maybe in the music video. I need to look it up. Anyway, on that roadside stand, I like thought they put body parts of Earl in like the food. So whenever I think of like canned goods in jars, I remember that. And anyway, I'm gonna put like parts like it's pickled parts in here. And I will be honest, glass confuses the ever-living shit out of me. I think it confuses most artists. Some artists are like super good at glass, but I'm kind of like, again, I'm not very technical. I kind of figure things out randomly, if at all. So I'm just gonna do my best. And I kind of want to do, I kind of like those, I like those jars where they put like the cloth cover on top of it, but it's kind of like checkered. So I'm gonna do one of those. I'm so bad at ruffled stuff too. And I guess not bad, maybe I'm not. I know there's like I think I made the ruffles too deep, that's why I'm confused. Anyway, I'm just gonna do something like, no, that wouldn't be like that. See, that's the thing with like the live audio, is you're gonna get a lot of me just being like, trying to figure out what I'm even doing. Which in a way, I guess could be nice. Whatever, it's a doodle. Now to figure out the checker pattern. Because I'm trying to do it in a way where I don't just have red line over everything. I kind of want the white to be its own little thing. So I'm just gonna start. Yeah, I guess that's the way to do it. And then we'll just do that as a square. And we'll do that as a square. And we'll just do that. Okay. Oh, it's so hard. And now we just pick which squares are red. I know they made the Goodbye Earl song technically for that TV show. Oh crap. Oh no, I did it right, okay. For that TV show, My Name is Earl, as like a way to like kill him off, but I started watching that show at one point, and from my understanding, I thought he was a good guy. Like in the beginning of the show, it's like he's a nice guy, and then in the song it talks about he's like a woman beater. So maybe I need to watch the whole series to be like, at what point does this song come in? Or like, why did he like take a turn for the worse? Or I don't know. It was a good show. I just feel like sometimes I'll start stuff, like it, and then totally forget about it. Like I started watching, what's it called? Northern Exposure, and I really liked that show. But I think I quit watching just because at a certain point it kind of falls off. Or no, I found out that, spoilers, I found out that at some point the doctor does go home. And I was like, oh, well the show kind of doesn't, like I kind of like the show because the doctor is there. It's like, what's the point of this if he's gone? I haven't gotten to that point, but saw a lot of good episodes. Might try and push past that and maybe revisit My Name is Earl when I just have all this unlimited time I think I have. Oh, the ruffles are gonna be confusing. I'll just figure it out. And I'm just gonna do like another blue color to emulate the white or something, I don't know. Actually, no, I'll do like a yellow. I need to work on how ruffles work, because I sure am confused right now. That's how you figure it out. You draw something that don't look right. Like, I feel like this looks okay. It's just when I got over here, I lost the plot, and right here. So just this section is cool. And even then, I feel like this would have like maybe a shadow down the middle, because like that's the up. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah, so this would be, that'd be a fun, like a blue string. And I'm just gonna draw it over the carrot. I fricked up. All right, now we got our jar. Time to put the stuff in it. We're doing carrots, so I'm gonna do pickled carrots with the hand. I'm out of tea. So now my life sucks. Worse than anyone else's life. I'm not good at hand. Whatever. Yeah, we'll do some garlic cloves. I don't want to like hide the hand too much, because then we won't be able to tell what's going on here, but so we got some garlic. And we'll do some like, I feel like maybe a dill. I doubt I'd put dill in my thing, but I can't remember. I think there's like some greenery in there. Maybe like a parsley. I'm glad I'm not doing like a live stream or like a face and draw thing, because I feel like when I draw, I open my mouth a lot and just like look like an idiot. Because I just get like mouth breather focused. Or like I do the thing that every artist jokes about, where they like make the face that they're drawing, which I don't do a lot of like faces per se, but sometimes I'll do an animal with like an emotion or a face, and I'll kind of start mimicking that. Yeah, it's good enough. I don't want to overdo it. See, I know there's like, can't see it, but there's like a little piece of the blue stuck on there, but I don't mind it because I kind of like the weird little streaks it's leaving. And I didn't like that. There, it's a little better. What I love about Prismacolor, like this blue and white, like lighter stuff, you can come in on these darker parts and like when you go over it, it kind of blends. And I always love that. So like, say right here, I wanted to blend that or something, I'd take this like lighter blue and it kind of back fills all of the like white areas, and I don't know, maybe it's hard to see on the camera, but it is kind of like smearing it more without it like really turning blue. So let's see. So I kind of want the red down here to give a little more contrast between this green, but then it's too close to that, so I might come in with this blue. I mean, it's gonna be a mess no matter what, but we can try to pretend it's not a mess. It's kind of fun. I don't know if they really read as carrots, but they're like interesting to look at. What should the garlic be? No. Oh yeah, here we go. It's like grayish purple. And then come back in with our yellow. Only me and God will know that's garlic, but that's okay. And now to come in on the hand. And since he's dead and pickled, I don't exactly, I'm assuming a pickled hand would be pale, maybe bluish, pruny, maybe white. It's been tenderized and it's gross. I'm just gonna assume a lot of blues. greens. Blend with the yellow. Might do some, no, it's too dark. All right, let's just start there. It's like the end of the meat on the hand, like his hand was cut off. I'm just gonna make it blue. I feel like if I made it red, it would just get too lost up in there. I don't even know where nails would go on here, so I'm not even gonna try. I'm assuming his hand is like kind of bent a little bit, so like, I don't even know how to get the angle on that. Oh, it's this way. I don't know. Anyway, fingers are bent a little bit, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. If I quit messing up this area. And I'm gonna give him, for fun. Oh yeah, we're gonna do the tips. Like he's cold and blue. And that's our pickled carrots with the hand. I think it turned out pretty okay. I guess we could try and hide that a little more. Anyway, page isn't complete yet though, so figure out what I can do here. I guess it could be kind of fun where it's like on a tablecloth. I could fill up a lot of the page. We could even do one over here. I wanted to point out, maybe you didn't notice it, but I made the tablecloth that short, and then I didn't want this to interject with that exact corner, so I just made it a little longer and it created that line. While it's a little skinnier, the way I recovered that is just making it its own grid. So that's just like an instance of when you make a mistake with something you can't erase, just freaking roll with it. Kind of adds a little character to it. Even, like, no one's gonna care that that's too short or whatever, because it could just be, you know, create some more of a story, if you will, because now it's like, well, maybe they cut, you know, the fabric, and I could even add a little fringe here to insinuate it was like cut with scissors and it's been fraying, and then they just cut it in the middle of the pattern or something. So yeah. Now I'm wondering, do I do red checkered that matches that, or do I use a different color? Let's do red. I'm just gonna do red. Now my only thing, I want to make sure these two aren't both red, so I'm going to start this pattern at the same time. I'm going to do that so I know which ones are which, because I got a little confused last time. Okay. Now I need to add some kind of shading in there. I don't know if this will be bright. I guess it kind of comes through. Just want a little something in the white. It doesn't need to be full. Just something. Alright, I kind of zoned out there near the end, but I think this is good enough for me. Maybe. Okay, maybe now it's good enough. Anyway, I think this is good enough for me. I think this page turned out pretty cool. I like colored pencils because, again, it makes me feel like it's more finished looking or something. I don't know. I like this one a lot. I think it turned out great. Let me know if you liked the live talk recording. I know I can't keep the conversation going for entire videos, but it could be kind of similar to the other ones where it's a little bit of just, you know, quiet draw time where maybe you could draw with me while I maybe chat about what's on my mind until I run out of things in my brain. Or if you like the other format where I draw it and then I come back with thoughts on, you know, the process and kind of what I was thinking. Anyway, that's it this week, and I will see you in another video. Oh, I guess I could do something I haven't done in a while. I will give the people something they've been deprived of, and it is the Rocky tax. He loves you, he wants world peace, and goodbye.